Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video here on the channel. In today's video, we are not really going to be discussing anything Ninjago related. However, I would like to talk about another LEGO set that I am very much looking forward to. That, of course, being the LEGO Icons Transformers Soundwave, set number 10358. Now, this was just officially revealed. We have had a few leaked images going around over the past few days, but now we have the official reveal up on the LEGO shop website. And like I said in many videos before, I am also a massive Transformers fan. I've been collecting the LEGO Transformers so far. I have both the Optimus Prime and the Bumblebee sitting over on my shelf, and I gotta say, the fact that Soundwave is the next one just blows my mind. For those that also don't know, Soundwave is my favorite Transformers character like ever. I have the 3-0 Bumblebee movie Soundwave figure. I have the Masterpiece Soundwave figure. I like Soundwave. I have a couple of plushies as well. Soundwave is my guy, and the fact that we are getting him here, again, just kind of blows my mind. Now, I want to spend some time talking about this set because I have some thoughts, both positive and negative, but first impressions here on this guy, as someone who, again, has been collecting these Transformers LEGO sets so far, first impressions are very positive. Now, like the other two sets, he does transform, going from robot to his tape deck cassette player mode, whatever you want to call it here. And I will say, I know some folks might be annoyed that he turns into the cassette player. I don't know why those folks would be annoyed, though. Makes sense to me. I mean, if they are going for a G1 Soundwave, what else would he turn into? I know, like, you know, he's turned into other things depending on what you're watching, but the cassette player is classic. I did not expect anything less, and being a LEGO set, I think the cassette player makes a ton of sense, you know, with Soundwave being kind of blocky on his own, turning into a blocky alternate mode, just makes sense there. But in terms of, again, this figure, I think it looks very cool. And again, just getting into my thoughts even more so here, I love the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with two of his cassettes. Let's see, we got Ravage and Laserbeak, both of which make sense. Those are probably the two that I would have picked as well. I know he has, you know, other cassette minions, your Rumble, Frenzy, Buzzsaw, etc. Maybe they could do expansion packs featuring more cassettes, but as of right now, Laserbeak and Ravage just make sense. And they also both transform into their little cassette tape modes, and they can fit inside Soundwave's chest. So again, very much accurate to what we see from the cartoon and whatnot, especially, again, G1, because that's what this is based on. They go right in the chest, and they, you know, are packaged super securely in there. Other accessories he comes with, let's see, a plaque, which the other Transformers sets do as well, so no surprise there. And I love that he comes with a smaller version of himself as the cassette player, because in the original 80s cartoon, this man would shrink down to the size of a normal cassette player, and I think that's what this is supposed to be representing there. Makes a lot of sense, and I really love that detail. Other details that I love here before we get into the video stuff, it does kind of look like, just based off of the images that we have here, it does look like you can change his eye color. Now, famously, Soundwave has had a few different eye colors depending on, again, what episode of the show you are watching, what figure you are buying, either red or yellow. And it looks like they have both options available here, because in this image he has yellow eyes, and in other images he has red eyes. I've always been a fan of the red eyes on Soundwave, so that's what I will be going for personally, but it's nice that they included that feature. It looks pretty good. Again, Soundwave is very blocky by nature, and Soundwave being a LEGO set just makes a ton of sense there. Proportions are a little questionable in some places. It's definitely not like the perfect Soundwave. A little whack, I'm not gonna lie there. But again, with this being a LEGO set and following the other Transformers LEGO sets, they're not gonna be like perfect one-to-one depictions of their G1 selves or Masterpiece selves or whatever you want to compare these figures to. I think the one with the most deviation so far has probably been Bumblebee. All things considered, this one is pretty accurate, and it is very much recognizable as Soundwave. I do like how, again, we are going for a nice shade of deep navy blue. I think the shade of blue that they chose is very well done, very accurate, very appropriate for Soundwave. His minions look good too. Laserbeak more so than Ravage. I like how Laserbeak looks a lot more. Ravage, you know, doesn't look too bad, and there is a bit of parts forming here with the rocket boosters. Same with Laserbeak, which is whatever. Of course, like the Masterpiece figure incorporated the little rockets on Laserbeak into the transformation, but I get that Lego doesn't have, you know, the capability to do that, so a little bit of parts forming, it seems. Nothing too major though. Pretty understandable, all things considered. Yeah, look at that, the extra eyepiece there. Looks to be transparent as well, so that's great. Yeah, the head looks pretty good too. Looks like Soundwave. Can't really complain too much about that. I love his shoulder cannon. I think that looks exceptional. Yeah, overall, fantastic. Very much looks like Soundwave. I really hope this chest decal is not a sticker, and it is instead, you know, a decal. So if it's a sticker, might feel a little bit cheap. Really hoping that is a printed piece. But moving on to another video here. Let's check out the video, the little icons lifestyle video thing that they have. Yeah, so Soundwave also has a sound brick included here. You can press the button in robot mode or you know, cassette player mode, and he makes sounds, he says some stuff, pretty basic stuff, you know, Soundwave superior, all that good stuff from what I can see, so that's great. And the transformation is very Soundwave. This reminds me of the Masterpiece Soundwave figure with the way the legs flip up, the feet flip over, very much an iconic Soundwave transformation. Reminds me a lot of the Lego Optimus Prime, where they tried to make that transformation as classic as possible. Soundwave is doing something similar here. Now, again, the sides of the cassette player look a little questionable. It's not perfect, but again, it's Lego. If you are expecting, you know, perfectly streamlined perfection, I feel like you might just want to get a different figure at that point. So overall, I think the transformation is really, really fun. Very classic Soundwave, I must say, and compared to the other Transformers sets, he's not too bad in terms of size. There were rumors before the actual reveal that he would be the same size as Bumblebee. He's a lot bigger than Bumblebee. They got Bumblebee up on this little cardboard thing, and he, you know, still is taller than Bumblebee, so I'm happy for that. He should be, in my opinion, around the same size as Optimus, which he's definitely close, so I'm pretty content about that. Back of the box looks good too. Love the box overall. I think the box looks really good. Very retro as well, with the purple Transformers logo with the Decepticon symbol up there. Very well done. Again, looks amazing. Again, just exceptional. I love these Lego Transformers. They are so cool. Of course, I might be doing a few slight modifications. I'm not crazy about the hands, using the Exoforce fingers. So far, every single Transformers set has had a different style for the hands, and it kind of bothers me, so I might go back and try to change all of the hands, you know, just to make them a lot more consistent between each other. They're all supposed to be the same species at the end of the day, I guess you could say. They are all Cybertronians, right? Okay, now in terms of negatives, yeah, that is ridiculous. $189 for this guy. $190 for 1,500 pieces. The price is insane. That is like the one thing about this set that I genuinely hate. It is way too expensive for its own good. Should be, you know, $160. I think that would be appropriate. I get it, you know, they have to pay for the Transformers license and pay for yada, yada, yada. It has a sound brick, you know, so it's got to be worth that extra money. Here's a hot take. Maybe don't include the sound brick. Now, I get it. It's Soundwave, right? You want Soundwave to make noise, but none of the other Transformers sets so far have sound bricks, so who cares at this point? I could care less about the sound brick. If it means lowering the price a little bit, I would happily sacrifice the sound brick. I think 190 is just insane for this guy. Like, Lego is super expensive, man. It's getting insane with these prices. I saw some Star Wars sets recently that have, like, ridiculous prices, and this one is also following along those same lines there. Now, will I still get it? Of course, because it's Soundwave, and Soundwave is my boy. I need to get him, but I'm not going to be happy about paying that. So, you know, just let that be known. You know, people say vote with your wallet, but we can also be very vocal and complain about it. So, while also partaking in it, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We can complain. Let us complain about these things. Everyone complains about the price of Lego and they still buy Lego. Doesn't mean we can't complain. But overall, I think this set is very well done. I am very happy with it. Now, in terms of what I hope to see next for Lego Transformers, aside from cheaper prices, I think we need to get through some more iconic characters. Now, we do have rumors, I guess, floating around right now that we might be getting Ratchet or Grapple. Ratchet, I could see. Grapple's a very weird choice. Like we're gonna do Grapple before Megatron or Starscream or even Grimlock. I would say do Megatron or Grimlock next if I had it my way, or even Starscream. Again, Megatron might be hard to do because Megatron either turns into a gun or a tank. Not sure if Lego would want to do either of those, but if they made a Megatron that just doesn't transform, I'd be okay with that too. If they made one that turns into maybe something else, like a jet or a helicopter even, would not mind that. We've seen Megatron turn into both of those things before. Grimlock of the Dinobots would also be very good, in my opinion. I think a Lego dinosaur Transformer would be insane. Might be kind of hard for them to pull off, but if they can, I think they totally should do it. And of course with Starscream, you know, if they make a jet, you know, I think Lego can make a jet, surely. But yeah, I mean, those are definitely what I would like to see next. Megatron especially, because then we would have Optimus, Megatron, Soundwave, and Bumblebee. That's a solid quartet of iconic Transformers characters. But again, if they make someone like Ratchet or Grapple, it's like, what? Why Grapple? But again, I would personally go for Megatron next, just to get another Decepticon in there. That way we could also have 2 Autobots, 2 Decepticons. Makes sense. I know that Megatron might be kind of hard to do, but if they can do it, I mean, they totally should. Again, even if they make one that doesn't transform, you know, I would take that. Just make it cheaper, for goodness sakes. $190 is insane. But with that being said, everyone, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts on the Lego Soundwave here. Again, as a huge Transformers fan and whose favorite Transformer is Soundwave, this is a day one purchase for me. Comes out, I suppose, the same time as the upcoming Ninjago sets for me. And as of right now, this is what my wish list for August 1st kind of looks like. The Ninjago sets that I'm planning on getting, and of course Soundwave. I also kind of want to get these 2 little brick heads just because I don't have those. By the way, I hope they make one of these for Soundwave. That would just be amazing. But still, with all of that combined there, that's going to be about $624, which, you know, it is a little bit too pricey in my opinion for Lego. But again, this is what my wish list is looking like. This is probably what I'm going to get on August 1st, both Ninjago and Transformers. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping some of these Ninjago sets. Just as a side note, I want to buy these 2 just for the minifigures, but I might just say whatever and sell the sets, take out the minifigures, just sell the sets as they are for cheaper or whatever. Don't know if I want to keep the sets, but I might just buy them just for the minifigures, sell them off later. But overall, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Again, as of right now, this is my August 1st wish list, what I'm planning on getting. So yeah, leave all of your thoughts down below, especially regarding the Lego Transformers Soundwave. I think it looks very good. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing that sucks is the price. So leave all of your thoughts down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys again next time. Peace.